Hey everyone, this is LuckySevenDX. Welcome back to Let's Play Pokemon Rangers Shadows of Almia. On the last episode, we took on some side quests, and in this episode, well, we're gonna actually continue the plot and do stuff. Or so we think! But there shall be a plot twist of sorts in a bit. You'll see how it goes. So, what are we gonna do about it? I don't know. Have these people, like, betting things that we've talked to before? I'm not even sure. But, what are you back here? You're working hard. Or are you hardly working? I'm not sure. But, yeah, let's go ahead and continue the plot in this episode, guys, and go from there. So, all we really need to do is just head to, I used to be a ranger like you, but then I took a sparrow to the knee. Someone stop me, please. So, if we head back here, I guess we can just go ahead and talk to all people here, see what they have to say. Aw, Rhythmy likes Sven, but no! No! Me and you are the OTP, Rhythmy! How dare you? How dare you break up with Ron? Well, I guess I'm Harry Potter. How dare you break up with Harry Potter, Hermione? Fun fact, apparently J.K. Rowling was supposed to be, Harry and Hermione are supposed to be the final couple, not Ron and Hermione, but she changed it halfway during the thing, apparently, or something like that. Fun fact. By the way, if you're ever an author, don't ever talk about the books you've written. People just, you should not butt your nose in and say stuff like that. I think that's really, really unprofessional, just because you shouldn't be like, oh no, it should be this way, because that just kind of breaks the entire narrative of your book. Why would you, don't sabotage your own work by talking about it. It's a terrible, terrible idea. Anyways, this has nothing to do with the plot whatsoever, by the way. So, they're working into the Shadow Crystal, they're doing everything they can to inspect the journal. I'm not sure exactly how molecular level X-ray spectropacus is gonna help you read a journal, but, I mean... Blah 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 blah, and blah 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 blah. Science, everyone! He is no Bill Nye the Science Guy. Okay, enough about technology. You're a science nerd. We get it. So, apparently, yeah, this is kind of both a bit of a test. They promoted us to Ranger Rank 5, or we have passed the test. So apparently, despite the fact of being a top Ranger, we still have to get a lot of ranks. I mean, don't forget, I went for 10 in the first game. We're only at 5 right now. So with that, we actually have access to Pokemon Assist Ice and Pokemon Assist Dragon, neither of which will be seen in this episode, so we'll actually go ahead and show them off later. And we also have our friend limit raised to 5. So, we now have 5 Pokemon that we can take with us at a time, which is kind of nice. We are wrung out from all this excitement, so we are going to rest. Indeed. Because really there's nothing else to do besides advance the plot at this point, because, usually I advance the plot at the beginning of an episode, but this time I didn't want to take the next, like, 2-3 minutes, and it just works out better this way. So, doing things a little bit off accordance this time, but, we had side quests to do. Here's the thing. So, apparently the Diary of Suffering is going to be still slow, though, so... Believe it or not, guys, we don't have plot today. Plot twist, we have no plot! Instead, we have... You guessed it? Come on. More side quests! Oh, yeah! That's right, guys. We're going to be doing more quests today. We have 3 more quests. 1 in Puel Town, 1 Union Road, and 1 on Chroma Road. Yeah, it's a thing we have to do today. Isn't it wonderful, guys? Isn't it wonderful, Keith? It's because, yeah, we're going to go on patrol, because they're apparently still deciphering the diary, so they're busy doing stuff. It's kind of a thing. Oh, well, we could advance the plot now if we wanted to, but we're going to go ahead and do we're going to do some actual quests first. Rhythmy, what are you up to today? Rhythmy, stop caring about Sven. He's not important. We're the youngest top ranger we've ever had. We're number 11. It's like we're the doctor. So, he's the 7th top ranger. Isn't that just kind of neat? Get it? Because he's Sven, and he's the 7th. Ha? Ha ha? Ha ha ha! Anyway, so, I already made a 7 joke. I can't even complain. So, they're deciphering the diary in here, basically. Not sure why it requires an entire team of scientists to do that. She just talks about how Professor Hastings is a different person when he's doing sciencey stuff. It's kind of the same thing that she mentioned last time. So we're not going to give a shit about what she has to say. We're going to go ahead and take care of these quests, actually. So 3 quests, not as much as we did last... Hey, you weren't here last time. Do something about those creepy thugs. There's lots of people here now. It's kind of a bit of just a lot of things going on. He apparently wants a job. Well, aren't you just the most exciting person here? Alright, we're wasting enough time. So, Union Road's where the first quest is, so we're gonna go ahead and take care of that. Basically, there's gonna be 2 quests that'll take us to the Chroma Runes / Highland, or not the Chroma Runes, but the Chroma Highlands. And then there's gonna be a quest that will be in Peweltown. So we'll save the Peweltown one for last. We're going to do the 2 on Chroma Runes first. So the quest giver's actually inside this house. So he's just right here. He talked to me. He's like, you're someone I'm glad to see. There's trouble on the road to Chroma. It's okay. It's not in the Chroma Highlands. It's on the Chroma Road. So there's a Vespiquen in our side picks. Remember that tree I mentioned that had a comb bee in it? Turns out that tree is actually a hive of with a Vespiquen in it, and they walked into the nest. And basically, we have to go ahead and settle this Vespiquen down a bit, so that's going to be the job for the day. But like I said, remember where that combi is, because that's actually where we need to head to. Luckily, as far as I remember, we don't have to tackle the tree, so we should be okay, but we do have to go ahead and head to basically that area. So Staraptor, in case you haven't noticed, Staraptor can take us to 2 areas. It can take us directly to the runes or to the Highlands. In this case, the Highlands will be the better place to go, because the Highlands will have will basically drop us off right at the end of the Chroma Road. So from here, we can then just backtrack, get to the place we need to go, grab another Staraptor along the way, and actually there's another quest around here that we need to pick up anyway, right here. So once we finish the first quest, we'll actually have access to another Staraptor right here and be able to proceed right into that quest, which is precisely why I'm doing this one first. So just kind of works out that way, you know, it's close to where you need to go. Minimal Staraptor usage for the sake of time. I don't even care. I don't know how I dodged a tornado. I don't even care about that either. I just don't care. I'm just having fun doing my circles. It's quite wonderful. I've clearly gone insane, by the way. Clearly have lost my mind. So, which I suppose is for the best in terms of this channel. I do my best work when I am mentally insane. So, yeah, there's a combi here. So a cutscene happens. Combi's like, oh shit! Better call for backup. And indeed, backup is here. It's a Vespiquen and 2 combis. So we actually have a bit of a group battle, which is good for us because that's actually good experience for us. So we will do just that. So, 3 Pokemon to capture. Luckily for us, with a charged attack, the combis will be extremely easy to get rid of. They'll pretty much go down in a hit, unless you mess up like this and don't do that. I want to get the group bonus. That's the most important thing to get, so I'm trying to... Careful. The Vespiquen obviously is the bigger threat. It definitely take a lot more... Do a lot more... Stop dodging my stuff! It's rude. Okay, I just want them, all 3 of them grouped up perfectly and not doing attacks so I can grab all 3 of them at the same time. Come on. Just 1 more! Oh, I took damage and everything. I'm botching this up. Sometimes it's hard when you... There we go. You need to find just a good chance where you can hit all 3 of them without any of them breaking the line, which is easier said than done. Really, the group, I mean, yeah, I'm not going to get that good of a rank. The group bonus is what I'm really looking forward to the most, though. Also, watch out for the sap on there. And I'm losing my experience really fast here, but okay. Almost, however, 1 more thing to do. I'm trying to get the charge capture as well for extra experience, or just for extra experience, because I think the group capture will come first, and it'll just kind of all expound on each other. No, okay, the charge one comes first. Yeah, could have done better there, but all said and done, that's still 219 experience, so... The group capture didn't really add as much as I thought it would, but it was still worth it. It's a fun challenge to do. It can take a little bit of time, though, but it's a fun challenge. And with that, our first quest of the day is now clear. So, 1 of 3 done. The second one's gonna be even easier, and then the third one will be a bit lengthy, but pretty simple. They're all fairly easy quests. They're not like having to make us go through the entirety of the Boil Volcano again, for example, which is nice. So our power-up data for today is an energy plus, so not a defense boost, just this will just give us an additional 5 energy. So we're now up to 57 energy, and without the courtesy of it even healing us. How very rude. But extra 5 energy, I mean, you can't complain too much about that. It's like basically an extra 2 levels or so of energy. It's something. So by the way, Vespiquen is now down here from now on, so if you actually need to ever catch a Vespiquen, and you want to S-rank it, or you just want a Vespiquen for some reason, I mean, well, hang on, I know I'm going back and forth, but what does Vespiquen have in terms of her Pokemon power? It's, where are you, Vespiquen? You're down here. That's a tree. That's a Vespiquen. It's a Crush 3, so it's about the same as Muck. So it's still, I mean, it's an easier, basically, access to Crush 3 now, so... I mean, that is a perk. You get an extra 5 energy, you get an easy access to Crush 3. What we need a Crush 3 for, I'm not really sure right now, but it's there if you need it. Because as far as I can aware, we don't really need a Crush 3 anytime soon. So, excuse me, there's a Chimchar being chased by a Bass from Beedrill, so we're gonna go catch a starter Pokemon. Like Turtwig. Yeah, I'm sorry, Shieldon, but you're already about to be replaced. We're gonna go get ourselves a new partner Pokemon with a Chimchar who's being tormented near the Chroma Runes. Well, luckily for us, we have a Staraptor that can take us directly to the runes, and I kind of want to show off that Staraptor can take you both to the Highlands and the runes, which is kind of strangely convenient that they're two locations so close by, and the fact that he can even fly here to begin with. Chroma Runes, I can understand. Why it gives you easy access to the Highlands, though? I don't really know, but easily come down here, easily get another Staraptor to move on after this, and basically we can just go straight to Pule Town from here and be good to go. So, all things considered, not too shabby. So we're gonna go ahead, do even more circles, because that is the name of the game. It's Circles, the game. And then we'll go ahead and rescue Chimchar. Oh, Chimchar, you're so chimmy and so chary. I like Chimchar. I think the starters of Gen 4 are really my favorite group. Turtwig's awesome. Piplup, I just love Empoleon. I think it's awesome. So, Beedrill, I don't really need to deal with you right now. You're not harassing Chimchar, so you're not important. But, whatever. I don't feel like running away, because, nah, whatever. Just about as much effort to just capture it. It's piddly experience. Oh boy, but now we're probably gonna get rid of something. Nope, we won't. So it's kind of funny. You're like, oh, okay, there's no one over here. Cool, let's head this way. Oh, there was someone over there all along. Because you're supposed to approach her from there, from that angle. But if you fly, it kind of messes it up. So suddenly the Beedrill that we have in our party, apparently there's Beedrill, and it's space-time vortex conundrum. We've broken physics. How dare we? Alright, so we have a Chimchar and two Beedrills, once again another group of 3. So the Beedrills, well, as you can see, will go down to charge attacks, whereas the Chimchar, just like the Vespiquen, will be a bit trickier. So the problem is the Beedrills move around really fast, so you just have to find a good moment where they're not attacking to just kind of nab them, which is always the problem. Sometimes it's easy to group this group battle, sometimes it's a pain. Oh, I almost had it, come on. Chimchar, what are you doing? Don't do anything. And besides, why is this Chimchar attacking us? We're saving his life from death by bees, which really does not sound like a good way to... Man, I always get the first loop down, and then I always just mess up the second one. You know what? I don't need to get these two of a charge capture. I'll just capture them normally, and then take damage. That's fine. You know what? I don't even care. There, group capture guy, I can get the charge capture bonus just from doing this. So you don't have to do a charge capture bonus to get a group capture. It's nice, because it makes it easier, because it do less loops, but sometimes it's easier to not have to charge every time you screw up. So I can't capture for shit today, but it's an extra 54 experience for doing it, so it is worth it, I think. It's worth a little bit extra time to get a nice extra bonus chunk of experience. Get those levels even faster. So with that, quest is clear, and once again, we have a new Pokemon. And I like Chimchar. I am all for having a Chimchar following us. I actually think Steel Assist is slightly better than Fire Assist, but Fire Assist isn't terrible, so I could certainly use a Fire Assist. I'm okay with this. So, although you really need to stop making that noise, Chimchar. It's just stop. We don't need to continue to hear that in our ear every 2 seconds. Stop! I like you, Chimchar, but your cry is kind of really obnoxious. I'm sorry. You're just annoying. So, Staraptor, take us away to Pule Town, or Pule Town. There we go. That's where the next quest is gonna actually be, so, we'll head here and take care of it accordingly. So the quest is actually going to be from a woman who's going to be, actually we're going to actually see her in a second. She'll be on this bridge right here, so we're going to actually have to make our way around to that bridge and take care of that. Relatively simple quest. These quests are surprisingly a lot easier than the ones that we had to deal with last episode, but I am, for one, perfectly okay with this. So let's go ahead and talk to the nice lady and see what goes from there. So we have a quest to get her team, Dim and Sun. Yeah. You need some better names, miss. I'm sorry, but naming her... I mean, it makes sense for Dim and Sun. Dim makes sense for Murkrow. I don't know about Murkrow named Sun. That's just kind of silly, but she's gonna be annoyed about her bad naming her two squat, dark, and handsome darlings. Oh my. But, I don't know why you would describe a Murkrow like that. That's just kind of creepy, but she does want those Murkrow. We're gonna go ahead and get them for her, because she likes those Murkrow. Oh yeah. I'm just getting all sorts of disturbing now. So, two Murkrow, one's gonna be in the west side town, but one's gonna be in the east side town. This one's gonna be actually on top of a building, which actually gives us a nice opportunity to check up on the Almia Times, because remember the Almia Times is actually in this building as well. The Almia Times will have pretty much all the articles we've seen before, and actually one new one, which I'm not sure if there's a way to see it somewhere else, but we can actually access that article if we look at this one. No, 7s and 8 are ones we've seen before. The only new one's going to be, and I checked this before, the only new one that we haven't seen yet is Almia Times Volume 9. So it's an article about us, top Rangers number 11 and 12, Young Power, Ranger School classmates, youngest ever. Yeah, we're awesome. High five, Keith. Or, well, this. I'm kind of doing it away from you. Bye. Well, actually, do you have anything cool to say? So, you still want Crawford. After all this time, you still want him on your team. Why don't you just go ahead and hire him then? Anyways, we found our first tall, dark, and handsome Murkrow. So I'm losing my ability to do that voice. But we've caught Murkrow before. They're nothing too special. So it'll do its thing where it jumps up in the air and hurts us because I'm just kind of being lazy. But that's okay, because I don't even care. I just want this capture over with because it's a Murkrow. I think we've already S-ranked this for goodness sake. So I'm not really that concerned. Or if not, we have a second chance anyway. So that's the first Murkrow. We've caught Dim or Sun. I'm not really sure which one it is. It's one of the two. But we're gonna go ahead and capture the other one next. I'm just laughing at myself at this point. This is just what my life has become. Is just me just being like, I just had a moment there where I literally just sat there and just like, man, what the hell is wrong with you? And the answer is so very much. So we're gonna go ahead and be like, hey lady, I got your Murkrow, but it only counts if we have two. So let's go catch the other one. Luckily it's not on top of a building or do anything too stupid. All I have to do is just actually it's by Melody if I remember correctly. So I think we head over this way and head to Isaac's house. And it should be in this yard over here, hanging up a barrel and Magby. It's kind of cool. Hey, it seems very busy working for Chirink. Be a shame if they just kind of seemed a bit suspicious after the whole Outer Royal incident there, but, well, we'll see how the plot goes. We shall see. So we'll go ahead and let him actually attack this time so we don't be a silly face, and then we can easily capture him, and this should be an S rank regardless. So even if the first one wasn't an S rank, I mean, S ranks don't even matter in this game. They actually do play a pretty major role in, well, not a major role, but they have an actual use to get S ranks in the third one. This one, if you don't get an S rank, then you're just like, oh, whatever. They don't do anything, which is precisely why I'm not really going to bother, I'm not going to bother getting full S ranks, because it doesn't have a purpose. It doesn't serve any sort of benefit to get an S rank on anything, so it's more hassle than it's worth, because it's worth nothing. Anyway, with that, our side quest is done. So we've rescued her Dim and her son. They are angry at her though because, well, I think they're kind of annoyed that you've named them after Team Dim's son. That makes them sound evil. I mean, just because they're Murkrow doesn't mean they're bad. And yeah, it is true though. It does make them seem like Team. I mean, they even used Murkrow back then. I mean, it was kind of mean. So yeah, you wouldn't want a name. Please forgive me. I'm just gonna call you by those names again. They're just like, the people in this town, they never ever learn. But that's okay, because we rescued her tall, dark, and handsome Murkrow. So we're gonna go ahead and, well, we're actually done with all 3 quests now. So, hooray for us. Our quest is confirmed clear. We're gonna go ahead and transfer some power-up data, and we'll be able to go ahead and do a little bit more plotty stuff before we end today's episode off. But we actually get ice defense. We just got ice, but we now have a bit more defense against them. So I think we're only missing dragon and something. I'm not sure exactly which one we're missing. Offhand, I couldn't even begin to tell you which ones I have and which ones I don't. And honestly, I don't feel like taking the time to look. So we're going to go ahead and get ourselves another Staraptor. I think the closest one is just south of the Peel Town exit. Fly back to the Ranger Union and progress the plot a little bit more before we end the episode today. Although, we are already going on 20 minutes strong, so Actually, do we even want the... I could just really honestly end the episode here if I really wanted to, because it has been about 20 minutes, so... And I'm trying to think of the pacing of the next part of the game, and it's a bit strangely paced, so I'm not sure whether or not pace is better or not, but we're gonna go ahead, capture these, I think, and go from there. Yeah, I think I'll go ahead and just progress the plot in the next episode, really. It makes more sense to kind of just start it like that, I would think, and maybe make the next episode slightly longer if it serves right, because this is a fairly good start point. We just finished 3 quests. We are basically going to learn more about the journal when we report to the Ranger Union, because, well, that's kind of the plan, is, you know, they're deciphering the journal now, so now that we've taken care of our patrolling, they should hopefully have some answers at this point. So, I am looking sharp. Thank you. Let's go ahead and just grab another Star Raptor, because we're actually going to need one next episode regardless, so, I'll go ahead and just take care of the capture of this right now, so we don't have to do it next time. And yeah, I think we're just going to go ahead and end the episode from here, because we haven't really had anything to cut out, and it has about 21 minutes, so keep the episode slightly shorter, and then deal with a lot of the plot sort of stuff next episode, I think is the plan. So, yeah, this is LuckySevenDX signing out, I guess, then. I was kind of planning to go a little bit longer than this, but it times out pretty decently, so... In the next episode, I guess we're going to go ahead and see what's inside this journal, and basically actually progress the plot and probably head to a new area and start a new adventure. It's going to be kind of exciting. So we'll see you guys in the next episode for more Pokemon Ranger Shadows of Almia. Bye-bye.